What up, folks? Just won a game of ARAM. Just kidding. I'm on a losing streak in Dota. My friend over there grinding, getting to Legend. This is the weekend before the new M2 processors release, and I wanted to cover my thoughts on the impressions. There's some benchmarks that are already on GFXBench that we'll be talking about, and then kind of going into which device I'll be getting on Tuesday. So I made a poll on my YouTube channel. Um, I haven't been making content because I've been traveling a lot, but for Blend Logic Tech, I usually just wait for either new gaming laptops or MacBooks to come out. And this Tuesday, they're going to be releasing the new version of the M2 Pro and M2 Max, which is, of course, the scaled versions of the M2 that was in the M2 MacBook Air. So, if you're unaware, there's a website called GFXBench, and there have been some benchmarks already given out by the MacBooks. So, the M1 Ultra here, you're getting at 200 frames per second, but the Apple M2 Max, at least on whatever this benchmark is, which I assume is the 16-inch version, um, is getting 178 frames per second. So that's pretty good difference. That's 200. Dave, what's the difference between 200 and 180? Damn, Dave, why are you so fast at math? 10%. So always there is the difference between benchmarks in the synthetic versus actually having gameplay. Look, guys, most of the stuff I post on this channel is just like straight up OBS recording, playing a video game, and giving my take. So I play a lot of Dota 2, which is my primary game, and then a lot of people comment and say, like, test out WoW, test out. I usually always test the same thing. On the M2, it was the M1, M1 Pro, M2. It's like Alien Isolation, War Thunder, all these games. I'm going to be testing again, but like from my views on pretty much what I've tested on my channel, what you can expect with the M2 Max is that you'll probably still be getting on those games like the gaming problem with Max is still present. There's the can't run Windows games, and then any of the native games like Dota, at least the ones I play, Dota, League of Legends should run fine. Um, so coming from a Dota perspective, I don't like the input lag that you get in Dota. Um, League of Legends runs fine, but I think that the M1 Pro, M2 Pro, M2 Max, depending on what your budget is, and if you don't need the efficiency cores, you'll probably be fine getting a refurbished or used M1 Pro. And then, honestly, if you already have an M1 Max or a gaming laptop or something that need, you might just want to wait for the M3. So that's my take on what the GFX benchmarks are currently saying with the M2 Pro and M1 Max, or M2 Max, excuse me. And then really just cutting straight to what to expect on Tuesday. So I did have the poll out. I don't think that there's a big, in my personal opinion, there's a big demand for these because it's right now I'm in Denver and they're still available to pick up. I remember when the M1 Max was coming out and the M1 Pro like really sold out, but it's still available for me to pre-order and pick up. I'm actually not even planning to pre-order. I'm just gonna probably wake up that day and just order it. um, but if I was making a decision not as a YouTuber and not reviewing, I kind of want to have a portable machine that could game. If the 14-inch M2 Pro could get decent Dota 2 performance, and then help me as a like I use Microsoft Teams and WebEx, that might be the daily driver that most people may want to get. It starts at 2000, and then of course some people, if that's out of your range, you could just get the M1 Pro, which was on sale at Costco and Best Buy, and now at the Apple refurbished store is also like about $400 off this price. And then I expect that last year's models, when scaling up to the 12 core version or even the M2 Max, there's some thermal throttling that's probably going to still happen on the 14-inch M2 Max. And then people said last year that the differences wasn't really worth it. It was a marginal improvement going to 19 core GPU versus 16 core GPU. So I'll be doing, of course, the more in-depth gaming reviews on each game I do. I'll be giving my takes, and then eventually I'll be doing about a 2 week to a month impression to have you make the right buying decision. Because most people use these devices for about 5 to 7 years, sometimes even longer. So this could be maybe one of the last laptops you'll need until maybe something crazy happens from Apple and they release just five like a week long battery life, or who knows what's in store for Apple Silicon. But anyways, appreciate everyone who's viewed this channel. I just noticed yesterday that I had 1 million views on the channel, so a little party hat to me. Thanks for leaving all the comments and everything you guys do. So yeah, excited for these new Macs, and then also for the new 4000 series RTX coming out. I might, if I don't get the 14-inch M2 Pro as my daily driver, I might switch to the G14 and try to get a 480 on that machine, and that's what I'll be taking with me on all my travels. So until next video, guys, take care.
Peace.